welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Tired today. Gonna make this a quick show. Second show of the day. I'm gonna start a poll real quick. I haven't done this one yet. I wanted to do this. Who wins next? Inoue, Nakatani. Guys, please vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. The poll is live. Guys, do become a member. The membership is linked. Salute, Marta Prince. Salute. Guys, do become a member. Get the VIP access, become a member, become a channel member, get the lock of the week, you get access to the Discord, you get the long-term parlay, you get the merchandise, you get all the good stuff for just $5 a month. Jackson is here, Rando is here, Marta Prince is Key versus Ortiz. What up, G? What up, Rando? What up, Jackson? It's good to have everybody here. So just to give you guys a little recap of what we're going to be doing, last minute locks, ask me anything. I just gave you guys, if you guys are in the Discord, if you're in the Patreon, if you're a member, I got you guys the lock of the week. Second lock, the first one is still up there, except the one fight got canceled, so the odds aren't great. There's not a ton. I am putting money in on that. I got my bet in. So there's that. Happy holidays, G. Happy holiday, Rip, too. Jackson says, did you see Shakur and Teo undercard? Keyshawn versus Jermaine Ortiz in a fire fight. It's a decent fight. I think Keyshawn blows him out of the water. It's a good fight. It might be the best guy Keyshawn's fought. It's a good fight. $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Rip. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Rip. Thank you. Guys, do remember to tip your bookie. Cash App, super chat's always available. Appreciate you guys. What up, Gary? What up, Jack? Happy holidays. Yeah. All right. I lost my track here. Thank you for the $5. What do you think of the film, Gary? I think Garcia wins this fight. Yeah, I think Anderson Garcia is going to win too, guys. We're going to get to that in a second. I still don't have it on my book, unfortunately. We know that DraftKings can be super gay in a real way. Super gay in a real way. And they don't. And this is if I want to make money on it. I can't get any money on it. I would throw some money on Anderson Garcia. Anderson Garcia by decision would be a good bet. That's something I like a lot. So if you guys have Anderson Garcia, I would take him. I got to the tape. I'm gonna do the video on it. I did the tape. I'm gonna do the video on it right after this. I got a lot of thoughts on that. But I am gonna do that. Yes, sir. You need some sleep before these late. Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple hours before, a couple hours after. That's what I am gonna go live. $10 super chat from Rando. Appreciate you, Rando. Appreciate the $10 super chat. Appreciate you. I do one of the real ones, Rando Light, with a $10 super chat. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna pull up Pro Box first, and then we'll look at DraftKings. I'm beyond disappointed with DraftKings. I may have to look to do something else, but everyone keeps telling me it's always the grass is always greener on the other side. I'm gonna go over to another book, and I'm gonna join that book, and that book's gonna suck too. It's not gonna have things that DraftKings has. I don't know, man. I got an issue on top of all that. Gambling is illegal. Online gambling is illegal in Texas, so I gotta cut some corners. You dig? Does the Picasso versus Inoue go over 6.5? Originally in my book had it at 5.5. Then I moved it to 6.5. I still like over 6.5. Yes, I think it goes over 6.5. But we're getting close now. The over 5.5, I love that. I still like the over 6.5. I don't love it like I love the over 5.5, though. DraftKings be slacking on boxing fights. You ain't never lied, Jackson. You ain't never lied. Make the switch to Bet365. Yeah, no, there's no question the other books are better. The problem is like I said, it's a legal issue here in Texas. G, did you see Mr. Honda, owner of Titan Promotions, said Inoue may move to 26 next? How do you think he fares with those champs in particular? He doesn't want Espinosa. He does not want to fight. That's not a fight you want to do. You don't want to. You don't want to fight Rafael Espinosa. That's a look. There's always a bridge too far, right? Like you're not going to beat Usyk, right? Like there's always a bridge too far. That bridge too far is Rafael Espinosa. That's a killer right there. Killed Vasquez, who's a real guy. Killed K guy, who's a real guy. Killed Ramirez, who's a real like. That's a bridge too far. Inoue is an all-time great, arguably the best little man ever. Well, we know that he can handle Neary. I think that he can handle Nick Ball. The fight I would like to see is I don't even want to see him fight Espinosa because Espinosa would annihilate him. But Bruce Carrington, that's an interesting fight, right? That's an interesting fight. I may ask that question after. Maybe real six, maybe real six. Nakatani around 7 to 9 plus 500, 10 to 12 plus 550. Which one is better? Bet both of them. Honest. Probably 10 to 12. But I would bet both of them. I mean, I think you're safe there. I would just bet both of those. Bet $100 on both. Or whatever your bet is, bet on both. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Espinosa's hooks and uppercuts can catch into it. Yeah, it's going to be too much pressure, too much volume, too much power. He's too big, too much length. It's a horrible fight. Carrington is a better fight. Like, that's an interesting fight I'd want to see. What up, callback? Hey, how you doing? What do you think about Rito Susumi? I think Susumi by decision, I think might be a good bet. It's interesting because I had a lot of people telling me that Susumi was on upset alert. Susumi was on upset alert. I don't see that at all. I watched the tape on Susumi, and I'm really impressed with Susumi. Like I'm even more impressed after watching the tape than I was before the tape. So I think you're safe there with Susumi. The other fight, I like the upset. The over, I love. I would cash it. I'd go high on the over, and I would throw some money on Ernest Garcia on the upset. I do like. Okay, I like everything here. So let me just go over this real quick. Susumi versus Quintana decision. It's solid. Imanga versus Ernest Garcia over 8.5. I love that, and I like Garcia to win that fight. Nakatani KO. I definitely like Nakatani by KO. I think you're good there. Super pissed that the Taraji fight is canceled. They destroyed my. Yeah, I know. What can you do? Such is life, man. Such is life. Wilberto Garcia pulled out. He actually had an injured pussy. His pussy was hurting. He had a torn pussy. And that's why he had to take the bail out of the fight. He tore his vagina, the labias, the both lips. He tore his pussy. Do you like a new one? 7 to 12. 7 to 12, Jefferson. I like second half of that. Over 3.5, Inoue. Yep. KO. Plus Ubicki at this point, I think. Over 3.5 plus Inoue KO plus Ubicki. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I think in a way 7 to 12. I like the second half knockout for sure. The second half for sure. Shushu is an awesome guy and a good fighter, but I don't know if he can handle Espinosa. Tagawa showed holes in Shushu paws. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. I was at that fight. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. It's a very, very close fight. The decision was wide, but it shouldn't have been. It was a very, very close fight, no matter who you thought won. 79. Aren't you U.S. based? Which book is offering Nakatani Rodriguez odds? Yeah, well, I'm not seeing this. Marta Prince and the people want to know. Weekend odds on this. 79's got a local book he uses. I think he's in Arkansas. He's got a local book he uses there. That's actually not that bad. I got a gut feeling someone getting KO'd under 5.5. I don't know. I hope not Junto or a New Way fight. I guys vote in the poll. Everybody vote. I want to know who you guys think win that fight, Junto or a New Way. Who would win that fight? A New Way 5-9, and most punches thrown. You're rolling the dice. I'd like 5-9. I like 8 or 9 is where I'm thinking. And most punches thrown for sure. I like this real 6. More, I use a regional book only available to the great people in Arkansas and Tennessee, the wonderful people in Arkansas and Tennessee. Nakatani by KO is -3. It's not bad. Yeah, Nakatani by KO is not paying too bad. I thought Shushu lost against Tagawa. A lot of people did. I think most people thought the same thing. A lot of people did. It was very close. I wouldn't score. I was there. I was standing in Tagawa's corner a little bit back on the press row. It was at the theater at Madison Square Garden. And like his team, he had this guy going nuts. This guy from whatever country in Africa he's from was going bonkers. And so it was kind of throwing off my scoring. I was there with KG, the Puerto Rican guy from Fight Hype. And I was watching it with him. And like the guy in Tagawa's corner was going bonkers. I was wild. It was a good time. I'm in Tennessee. What book are you talking about? Yeah, 79 people want to know about your book. Callback says, I'm asking this again, but are you getting Rito Susumi versus I like the over in Ubaki for sure. Rito, I probably like the over. Quintana seems durable. I would bet, my guess is that both go over. I really like the over in the Ubaki Alvarado fight. I kind of like it in the Susumi fight. These boxers with a chance to show with a chance. Let me try this again. My dude. These boxers with a chance do be getting sick nowadays in Saudi. Yeah. All right. You think so? I think he hurt his pussy. When I was in Memphis, people there used it. They said it works in Tennessee. Y'all like a New Way most punches? Yeah, I like a New Way most punches thrown. Picasso, yeah, a New Way most punches thrown for sure. Yep, callback got you. Over 6. I like the over 6.5. I like the over 5.5 a hell of a lot more. But like I said, my prediction is a New Way by stoppage in 8 or 9. 8 or 9 is kind of where 8 to 10, 8 to 8 and 9. 9 would be my official prediction. If I had to give you a round, I'd say 9. So I like the over 6.5. I just like it a lot less. I like the 5.5, but I do like it. I remember being at the theater for that fight, that Mayer versus Ryan fight. Yeah, it was. In a real way. That was a real fight. And I don't like Michaela Mayer personally. I just don't like her. Like, I think she's a crappy person. Sandy Ryan is fine, and people say my wife looks like Sandy Ryan. I don't really see it. But so I was pulling for the Brit there, and I was there with Anthony Lever from Matchroom was there, and he's a great dude. So I was openly rooting for the Sandy Ryan, the Matchroom fighter, on the top ranked card. I don't like Michaela Mayer. No, I guarantee you, Michaela Mayer is rude to the waitress at a restaurant. When Michaela Mayer goes out to eat, I guarantee you, Michaela Mayer is mean to the wait staff, and she demands to speak to the supervisor at a retail store. When she goes to a retail store, she definitely demands to speak to the supervisor. Those are the vibes I got from Michaela Mayer. What's up with the fighters getting sick before turkey cuts? There's the atmospheric difference. You go over there. I think it's something up with the food, maybe. I don't know. This is a phenomenal card, of course. Something bogus had to happen. It's a really good card. It's still a good card. I'm looking forward to it. Then we're gonna, the best part of the card is, in theory, we should get a Inoue Nakatani after this. So, guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. I wonder what everybody thinks. Inoue Nakatani. I backed Inoue. Bam Nakatani. Now the final piece of all of this is Bam is Nakatani and Inoue, which is likely to happen in May, from what we've been told. Respect to Keyshawn for debuting against Ortiz. This is a good fight. Interested to see how he looks under Wally Moses. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I think Keyshawn is uniquely talented. I think he's a tremendous fighter. I think he should blow away Jermaine Ortiz. Like, I mean, Jermaine Ortiz is an incredible opponent. I'm not saying he's fighting a bum by any means. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is Keyshawn should be a whole nother level from Jermaine Ortiz, and he should blow him out. I think he will, because I think he's that good. Ernest Garcia is plus 275. It's tempting to me. It should be, and you should take it. If I could take it, which I cannot because it's just not on my book. I'll show you my book in a minute. Me and 75. Me and 79 talked about this. I can't take it, but if I could, I would. I remember I met Keyshawn at the theater, and he said he wanted to get to fight Navarrete. Would have been a banger fight if it ever happened. Keyshawn's a nice guy. I don't know what happened, but I talked to both of his brothers, Keon, and they all seem like nice guys. I don't know what happened there in that incident with Kelvin. I don't know. I can't comment on it. Amiga leaves his chin exposed, but don't a lot of Japanese fighters leave their chin out in the air? Why don't you do Bovada? Because I'm here in Texas, and there's no online gambling in Texas, completely outlawed. So I got to do what I got to do, and what I can do is DraftKings. So that's why I place all my bets through DraftKings, because it's the only book I have access to. I don't want to get too much into it. I had a 3-year battle with the IRS. I don't want to do that again. That was not pleasant at all, and I don't recommend it. No. I don't recommend it. If you live in California and you like Bovada, use Bovada. Use Bovada. How does Becky get it done? By decision. I think he's a better boxer. Alvarado's tough as hell. He's never been stopped, so I think we go the distance here. But I don't think the fight's going to be particularly close. It might be competitive in spots, but I think Becky wins a decision wide. You think Alvarado upsets Becky? No, I don't. I mean, is it absolutely out of the question? No, Alvarado's a pro. He's not that old, but I can't see him winning the fight. I can't see it. The withdrawal is easy too. They have everything. If you want your friend referral, let me know. The problem is I'm not opposed to using it at all. The problem is I can't use it in Texas. So now I have to have someone create an account there with my. I'm not getting into it. I appreciate it. Call back. I'll let you know. All right, I appreciate it. I would have knocked out Navarrete in my opinion. Probably. Would Keyshawn have knocked out Navarrete? Probably. He may have stayed away too. He may have stayed away enough. I don't know. He beats him for sure. How does he beat him? I don't know. You dig? Becky money line? Yep. Inoue most punches thrown. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Boxing Wiz. Hell yeah. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Place that bet right there. You're getting almost even money on Becky money line and Inoue most punches thrown. I would take that in a second. Texas Super get easy with that, Jackson. Easy for not letting online betting. Yeah, it's outlawed by the Constitution. So and I talked about this with a little bit like with the Luka Doncic stuff and the Mavericks moving. I don't want to get into all that, but it's a whole issue, and it's not likely to ever change. That Texas is going to have any form of gambling because it's outlawed by the Constitution. Guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Do become a member. Do become a Patreon. The membership is pinned in the chat. $5 a month gets you the lock of the week, which dropped. Get you Ask the Bookie anything. You get access to the Discord. You get the merchandise. You get the membership. You get the VIP live stream. You get the members only live stream, the members only chat. You get all the cool stuff for just $5. I went to Johnny's live, and I think he changed a lot. So he's very arrogant and sarcastic. Johnny, let me address that. Johnny, I wished him a Merry Christmas, and he texted me back, and he said, Merry Christmas, G. Let's get together soon. So I think me and Johnny are back together. I think all's well that ends well. I'm not exactly sure why he's mad at me, although I have an idea. I was tipped off because he said, Gary said that I don't want to get into it. I think Johnny and I are back. I don't know what happened. Johnny broke up with me shortly, but I think it's all good. I like watching it. Thank you, Murph. Appreciate you, my dude. Appreciate you. I watched some Picasso. He's getting destroyed. Yeah, Picasso's in front of you. He's there to be hit. I like Picasso. He's a good fighter. Stylistically, this is a nightmare. I do agree, Levon. I think he is going to get, the fight may be competitive in spots. Like I said, stylistically, Picasso's not that much different than Ramon Cardenas, who dropped in a way, gave him problems. But there's differences in the way they perform, right? Stylistically, they fight in a similar fashion, but Cardenas is much more athletic, much more explosive, and has a lot more power. Picasso is much longer and taller, and he covers a lot more ground. But he's in front of you to be hit, and if you're in front of him to be hit, eventually you're going to get stopped. That's all she wrote. I got it. So no, it's all good. It's all good. The true side came out is what happened. Key and his bros hood AF. Maybe. Great. They're nice guys, though. I've interviewed them. I've talked to them. They're good dudes. Great boxers, but unless they change their way, they ain't going far. Might be right. It could be right. Picasso likes to brawl. Don't use his range. Doesn't use his range. No, he doesn't. He's in front of you. He wants to sit and trade. Absolutely, Van. Did you see Trump signed something that makes it harder for gamblers to get tax returns on losses? I did not see that. I didn't see this. I'm gonna look into that. Are you going to be live for the fights? I'm going live after the Japanese card. So whatever time that is, I don't know what time that's gonna end. I'm gonna take a little nap before the fight. It starts 4:00 in the morning my time. I take a little nap after the fight, and that's what I'm going to do, and that's what we're going to do. I may take Garcia money line for plus 145. I am worried if he gets knocked out, then I'll be screwed. Wait, Garcia? Well, Baldo Garcia, that fight's off. With Garcia, I know I'm tired and I'm getting sick, but am I missing something? Well, Baldo Garcia and Kenshiro is off. Is that the fight you're talking about? Why is weed and gambling outlawed in Texas? You all have literally everything. There is no demand out there, but gambling, so I'll address that, and I don't want to get too political, but I'll address this. Because I don't have a problem with gambling, obviously. I do it professionally for a living. I don't want casinos in my Texas. If you live in Houston, you have casinos right across in Louisiana, right? You got a ton of Bossier City, a ton of casinos in Louisiana, right near Houston. Easy breezy to get there. If you live in Dallas, Fort Worth, you've got a right exit 1, Miami, Oklahoma, exit 1. Couldn't be easy to get there. You can get there in 45 minutes to an hour, depending where in the Metroplex you are. We don't need the casinos here. The casinos bring in a lot of degeneracy. They bring in prostitutes, drugs, etc., things associated with gamblers and casinos. I don't want that in my Texas, so I'm fine with not having casinos. The problem is online. But the constitutional amendment that outlawed gambling, just outlawed gambling, period. Casinos Physical brick and mortar casinos as well as online. It's all outlawed, right? There wasn't really online casinos, but it's just outlawed. Online casinos obviously aren't going to bring prostitution and strip clubs and degeneracy. And that's why it's outlawed in Texas, because in Texas, we still have a moral basis, right? We just don't want that here. I don't disagree with that. But online gambling couldn't bring that stuff. It's silly, right? But that's why casinos and gaming is illegal in Texas. As far as the weed, well, we're a border state, and throwing people in jail is big money. There's a lot of money in throwing people in jail. A lot of money. It's called the prison industrial complex. And in Texas, we throw you in jail for weed. So it's a monetary. I'm just telling you what it is. You come to me to get the truth. Why is weed illegal in Texas? And why will it always be illegal in Texas? Because there's big bucks. Because it's profitable for politicians to throw people in jail. That's why. And weed's a good reason to throw someone in jail. An easy reason, I should say. It's an easy way to throw people in jail. Yeah, we don't really even have medicinal marijuana. I'm one of the few people. You can only get medicinal marijuana in Texas if you have epilepsy, like I have, because it's a proven treatment for epilepsy, or stage 4 cancer. So you either have to be dying of cancer or have what I have, which is epilepsy. And that's the only way you can get medicinal marijuana. There's nothing else that you can get it for. It's crazy. All right, I digress. Pause on all this breakup and get back together. Did you see it? A method of victory for Picasso? I mean, he's gonna have to ice him. He's gonna have to put him to sleep. I don't see that happening. Ernest Garcia, yeah, Ernest Garcia, I'd get in on. Ernest Garcia by decision. Gary, can you check my 4-leg parlay? Susumi moneyline, like it. Amanga moneyline. No, I don't like that. I don't like Amanga. Nakatani KO or Nui KO. I would check that Amanga line. I don't love it. Amanga versus Ernest Garcia. We talked about Ernest Garcia being that good. Yeah, I think Ernest Garcia is a very, very live dog. I think that is worth betting on. You and Johnny great together. For me, as a fan of the sport and both y'all eyes of the game is top notch. Appreciate you, Randall. Appreciate you. Trump made it so gamblers may owe taxes even if they break even or incur an overall net loss for the year. It's really not helpful. Miami, Oklahoma casino is an alternate. I remember many people in New York City were against casinos being built, especially near the beach. They just don't want it there. There's ways to do things, Lee Van. There are ways to do things, Lee Van. We can't have guns and gambling here. We can't have guns and gambling here in Texas, or guns and alcohol all day in Texas. We choose guns here over gambling and alcohol. I like guns. 79. Randall, I like guns. I like guns. All right, let me pull up the pro boxing odds real quick. I'll show you what I have on my book. Guys, you vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Rado money line. Yeah, Nakatani kid. Yeah, I like this. I like this, Mike Ross. I'm down with that. What's total parlay odds on that? But I like everything there. Right now, I only have 2 fights. I have a new way by stoppage, and I have you Bucky money line. I like the over, but I don't have it over to go. The distance is even money. I would take that too. But that's all I have on my book. I've got nothing else. No other bets until January 3rd. Let's take a look at pro boxing odds. They got a lot more. Ibuki. I'm not touching this. Garcia and Amanga. I think Ernest Garcia is a very live dog. Kenshiro is off. That fight's off. Nakatani by stoppage. Inoue by stoppage. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's Inoue by stoppage. I like the over 6.5. Junto Nakatani, I like it a lot. Nakatani by stoppage at minus 260, minus 300. Wait, that's pretty good. Kenshiro, this fight's off. Ernest Garcia, I think, is your sleeper pick. Susumi, I just don't. I don't see Quintana getting any upset. I don't see no type of upset alert. And then you Bucky money line and over, and to go the distance, I would get in on all of that. All right, let me know what you guys think. Nakatani KO, Inoue KO, is that safe? Yeah. You think Dalton Smith at 120? I do, Jackson. I'm kind of leaning towards Dalton Smith in that fight in a real way. Why don't the legal books have Nakatani? I don't know, bro. I don't know. This was weird to me too. I was all bugged out over that. I don't know. I like Inoue second half of the fight too. Yeah, I like Inoue. I like that a lot. A lot second half. Let me check my poll and I'm gonna end, guys. I will be live tonight after the losing my brain tonight after the Japanese. Well, tomorrow after the Japanese card, I'll be live, and I'm dropping the Ernesto Garcia video. I'm gonna have that for you as well. I'm tempted to go that Smith fight is not near me in New York City and a good undercard. Message me. Patty Donovan versus Liam Powell. Patty Donovan. What are we talking about? Let me check my poll. All right, guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. I'm going to end the poll. Oh, wide a new way. I'm going to end the poll in 10, 9, 8, 7. Ending the poll in 6, 5. Ending the poll in 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm ending the poll. And Inoue wins the poll wide, of course. All right, I'm going to end this now, guys. Power all day. Either one. You can call back. Insta or Discord is fine. Merry Christmas to you too, my man, Lee Van. Appreciate you, my dude. Patty Donovan gonna style on Liam Powell. I definitely like Patty Donovan. From James, only bet I have this week is Inoue over 6.5. What do you think about it? I think it's a good bet. I think that's a good bet. And may the Jets be. I want the Jets to win. I ain't rooting for them to lose, not to the Patriots or anybody. Yes, sirree. I'm about to lock Patty up. He's plus money. Take it. Yeah, in the morning. Whatever. Yeah. All right, y'all. Shout out, Rando. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna drop off. Appreciate all of y'all. December 26th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all and God bless. I'll see y'all after the it's not a Japanese card. It's Saudi. After this morning's card, I'll see y'all and check out the Ernesto Garcia video. That's going to be dropped shortly. All right, y'all. Catch you on the next one.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.